3, 2, action! Action! So much action from you. So much action. Oh, wait, stay here. Come here. Sit. High five. That's a 10. Meerkat. Meerkat. No. No, no. Sit. Sit. You're already sitting. Sorry. Meerkat. Good girl, good girl, good girl. All right, welcome to a Health and Selena lower body YouTube workout. So everything from the waist down today. We're gonna start with a warm up and we've got 2 working sets. You don't need any equipment. You can do this workout fully body weight, especially if you're a beginner. That's a great place to start. However, if you do have weights at home, you can add them in, and I will talk to you about that along the way. Good girl. You can go play now if you like. High five. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Mwah. So, first of all, to warm our lower body up, we're going to do side leg raises. So, you're going to kneel, and you're going to take one leg out to the side, and the other hand's going to come down onto the floor. So, if you look at my body from the side, I have a straight line from my heel, through my knee, to my hand. We're just going to lift this leg up nice and high. Arilla, stop that. Go to Dad. Keep going, you're doing really well. We're really going to warm up the outside of that hip. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Changing sides. Second leg always hurts more. I bet you're not happy to hear it. Because you've just been kneeling on it, it really burns. Nice work, keep it up. We've got 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. I hope your glutes are as awake as mine are. We're gonna do calf raises next, warming up the lower half of our legs. You can do this holding onto a wall. It means that you'll be able to rise up nice and high onto your feet. If you can, I might do a few facing the back so you can see. Really try and squeeze your ankle bones together. A lot of people let their ankles drop out to the side like this, and it's not good for your ankles or your calves. So really try and squeeze your ankle bones together as much as you can. If you really want to make sure that you're doing it properly, you can put a hacky sack or even a golf ball between the gap in your calves and try and squeeze it there the whole time. With your calf raises, you want to try and go up in 1 and down in 2, so it's a little bit slower on the way down. 2 more of these. Nice. Step your feet out nice and wide. Our last warm-up exercise we are going to do, let me just double check. Yes, sumo pulse squats. So sumo is feet wide, feet turned out and knees going over the toes. Hands in front, coming down nice and low, and we're gonna pulse it. We're gonna stay here until our quads are really burning. No weight, it's just the warm up. We're going for lightweight, high reps, getting that real burn, that endurance. 10, 9, 8, 7, get lower, push yourself, and rest. Very good. We're gonna go through those one more time. Now, if you remember what leg you did your side leg raises on first, try and change it this time so that you don't always have the same leg burning the most every time. Here we go. Big kicks. You do big kicks, Arilla? She says, no thanks, Mum. That doesn't look like good fun to me. I'll do the big kicks. She can chase sticks. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Are you ready? Here we go. We're aiming for 15. Kick as high as you can. Push through. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. We're gonna go back to our calf raises. If you've got strong calves, you can do these on a single leg. I'll do a few. Standing on one foot, up and down, up and down. But if you noticed that your ankles were dropping out to the side when you did your doubles, you don't want to progress yet to a single leg. You want to just keep it with the both feet going at the same time. Calf raises are a really good one to do if you're going to go for a run or a long hilly walk. It might seem like you don't want to tire your calves out, but it's really just going to warm them up and get the blood flowing to the right place. Last one. Into our sumo pole squats. Feet wide, toes turned out, down we go. Really try and push the knees out over the toes. Thighs should be parallel to the floor. If you look at my back, it's nice and flat. I'm not rounded over. Poke your bottom out, sit your hips down, try and get really low. You could even put something underneath you if you want to make sure that you're getting low enough. Squeeze your tummy in to keep your back nice and supported. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, excellent work. Give those legs a shake. They should be feeling nice and warm and ready for our first working set. We're going to do single leg hip thrusts. So you'll need a chair. You could use a couch, something that's not going to move away from you. We're going to lie down on our backs, shuffle in nice and close to your couch or your chair, whatever you're using. Left leg on the box, right ankle across left knee. Push the hips up nice and high and come back down again. Up and squeeze. You should feel this mostly in your bottom. You feel it a little bit in the hamstring at the back of the leg, but you want to feel it mostly in your butt. Up and squeeze the glute. Up and squeeze the glute. You're doing really well. We're going to do 2 more on this leg. Nice, changing sides. Cross it over, heel up, heel across. Off we go. Get up as high as you can. Push through the glutes. If you're feeling it in your lower back, you might be actually lifting too high. Make sure you're feeling it in the butt, and if you're not, adjust. Maybe you need to move closer to your chair, further away from your chair, till you find that perfect position where you're working your glute. 9, 10, we're going to do 2 more, up to 12. Excellent work, nice job. So this set only has 2 exercises in it. We're going to use our chair, or I've got my box, for both. This is one you can add weights in if you've got them at home. If you don't have weights but you want to make it harder, you can use 2 cans of beans or soup. We're going to put our left foot on top of the box. You're going to bring your right leg up and then back down, and the left leg is going to stay on top of the box the whole time. If you don't have very good balance, just bring your foot up to stand on the box and then down. It's that extra option to make it harder. If you've got good balance, you can bring your knee up. Doing really well. I'm going to do 2 more of these, again, aiming for 12. Nice, changing sides. So now my right leg goes up, my left one's going to come up and down. Up, high knee, tap it down. Try and do it with as much control as you can. Lift the knee nice and high. If you've got that balance, definitely one that's easier to do barefoot, so you don't have shoes squishing your toes together. You can spread your foot all the way out for a nice base of balance. 4 to go. Home stretch. This is the last one. Very good. So those are the only 2 exercises in this set. We're only going to do 2 sets of this today. So that's why we're keeping it up at 12 reps. But if you wanted to do a 3rd set, maybe you just do 10 of each rather than 12. Back down onto the floor for our 2nd lot of glute bridges. I'm going to go on the side this time so you can see how high I'm getting up with my glutes. I'm also going to try and start on the other leg this time. So I'm going right up, left over, up and squeeze. So you don't have to go all the way up like this, because then I start to feel it in my lower back. I just go to where I can feel it in my bottom and then back down. You can make this one a bit harder if you stretch your leg out rather than cross it over. Hello, Arilla. Have a break to let your dog lick you. Can you drop? Drop. No, 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 no. No, no. Up and down. Up and down. Sorry for the intermission. It's Arilla's world and I'm just living in it. 1 more. Good. I potentially did more than 12 just then. My butt's on fire. So I'm going to start crossed over because that's what I did on the other side. I'm going to do 4 crossed over. Feeling it in the bottom. That feels easy. Now I'm going to stretch my leg out. Now when I've got my leg out, I'm not kicking it up to the roof because that would be giving me more momentum and it would actually make it easier. I'm trying to keep my knees in line with each other. My foot is stretching out away from me in line with the other leg. Oh yeah, I'm feeling the burn now. 2 more. Last one. Very good. Give your legs a shake. Give your dog a shake. Back to our step ups. Same, I'm going to try and start on my other leg. So I put left foot up first last time. I'm going to go right foot up. Bring the left knee high and down. If you found it easy last time, you could try and find something higher to step up onto, or you can hold heavier weights. If it was hard, try and find something lower or drop the weights and do it without weight. You're doing really well. We're going to do 2 more. Alrighty, changing legs. Good job. Left up, here we go. Halfway. Last 3. It's a good one because it gets your heart rate up as well as working your legs. And rest. Nice job. Have a breather. Grab yourself a drink. We're working hard. We're ready for our next set. 3rd and final. Okay, so this is my favorite exercise. We're going to do single leg deadlifts. So this one, you can do it without weight, but it's not very hard. So if you've got a kettlebell at home, fantastic, or a dumbbell, If you don't have any weights at home, you can get a backpack and fill it with drink bottles that are full of water or books, and then you can create your own weight. You can just hold on to the handles of the backpack. Nice and easy. For a single leg deadlift, you can hold on to the kettlebell with both hands, same arm as leg, or opposite arm to leg, and they're all gonna work slightly different things. Now, if you don't have very good balance, you're gonna need to hold on to a wall. So I'm gonna start standing on my left leg. I like to hold the kettlebell in my opposite arm to leg, so I'm gonna have the kettlebell in my right hand. As I come forwards, I lift my leg at the back nice and high, and I stand up, bring my leg forwards, and try and stay balanced. Forwards, kick, stand back up. Forwards, kick, stand back up. If you're just falling over every time, that's totally fine. Just take yourself over to a wall or use the back of your chair that you had for your step-ups or glute bridges. We all lose balance sometime. Again, better if you're barefoot. Now, mistakes I see is people going down too far and not lifting their leg up. And now we've got a big pull in our lower back. Really focus on lifting that back leg nice and high. Last one. And then change, okay? So, standing on my right leg, kettlebell in my left hand now. Forwards and up. My head and my foot work like a seesaw. As my head goes down, my leg comes up, and my head and foot are always opposite each other. Two more. The reason this is my favorite exercise is because of how many different muscles you're working. You're obviously working your hamstring down the back of the leg that you're standing on, but you're also working the glute in the leg that's going up into the air. Your foot and ankle and calf are all working really hard to stabilize you, and your core is working too to try and keep you balanced, as well as your lower back. So pretty much everything from here down. Amazing. I like bang for buck. Next, we're gonna do alternating inner thigh lunges. For this one, we're gonna stand with our feet really, really wide. Toes turned out to the sides. Again, you don't need a weight for this. You can do it body weight. But we're gonna lunge over to the side. We're gonna get a big stretch along the inner thigh, come back up to the middle, and then over to the other side. Over and up, over and up. Inner thigh, butt. Inner thigh, butt. So as I come forwards, as I lean side to side, I poke my bottom out, lean forwards, my back stays nice and flat. Halfway, we're gonna do 20 of these, 10 on each side, alternating sides. Draw your belly button in nice and tight. Squeeze your bottom every time you stand up. Your glutes are the biggest muscle group in your body. Use them in everything that you do. It will really help anyone that's got lower back pain, weak core muscles, tight hip flexors. Use your butt to help you out. And rest. Our last exercise in this workout is a fire hydrant kick. I didn't name this exercise, but it's meant to look like a dog weeing on a fire hydrant. Not Arilla, she wouldn't do that. Would you? Would you? So you're on all fours and your knee lifts up out to the side. That's a normal fire hydrant. And then we're adding in a kick. Up, out, in. So it's like if there was someone next to you, you're trying to kick them. Not behind you, we're not kicking to the back, it's not a donkey kick. It's a fire hydrant kick, right out to the side. 4 more. Change legs, I'm gonna do my next set facing this way so that you can see. I'm gonna not kick a gorilla. Out to the side, extend. Oh, it turns out I might kick a gorilla. Out, extend. Squeeze your tummy up. Try and get that movement to come from your hip, not your lower back, as much as you can. Halfway. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sorry, Daggy, you little chop. We're gonna go through those 3 one more time. So I'm gonna change my grip up for my single leg deadlift. This time I'm gonna hold on to my kettlebell with both hands. I'm gonna get a little bit more hamstring stretch because when you're single arm, you can kind of rotate a bit, but now I'll be flat. So I'll be able to get more work through the back of my leg. But remember, if you're struggling to balance, just stick with one hand and you can hold on to the wall. So standing on my left foot, take my hands to about my knee and back up. The benefit of getting to a point where you don't need to hold on to the wall for balance is that you're going to be able to do this exercise with more weight. More weight, more strength, more calories burnt. Benefits all round. Obviously, I'm using the same weight as I did last time, but if I wanted to, because I'm using both hands, I could definitely hold more weight if I liked. We're gonna do 2 more. And then we're going to change sides. So again, as my head goes down, my leg goes up, trying to keep my head and foot opposite each other, no rainbow back, nice and flat. Squeeze my bottom, working leg squeezes, standing leg squeezes. Such a good exercise. You're using both your legs. And it's nice and functional as well. You know, how often do you pick something up off the ground with both feet in a perfect squat position? When we walk, we're split stance. It's taking the stairs, split stance. Mowing the lawn on a slope, split stance. It's much more functional to train on one leg than 2. I've completely lost count. This is my last one. Like I said, I just love that exercise. I could go forever. Inner thigh lunges. Now I'm going to show you a harder variation of this one. So if you already found last round hard, do it exactly the same as last time. Feet out nice and wide and going from side to side. This time, if you want that challenge, you're going to step out onto your right foot and back in and then change sides. So now we're working a little bit more power through our feet. There's a little bit more pressure going through the quads. If you don't have great knees, this might not be the option for you. You might want to stick with that easier one from last time. The stepping in and out is also going to get our heart rates up a little bit more. Cardio, agility, power. You're doing really well. Keep it up. We've only got one more exercise after this. It's home stretch. Nice big steps, feet turning out to the side, knees pointing out to the side, opening those legs right out. Here we go. 4 in, 3 in, 1 more each side. Good job, that's it. Last one, our fire hydrant kicks. Coming down onto the ground, making sure hands are directly underneath shoulders, cores ready to be nice and tight. Let's just take one nice deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's get this. Knee and kick, knee and kick. That's halfway. 6 more on that side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is a little glute finisher, but if you ever did want to make it harder, let's go other side. You could add an ankle weight on if you've got it at home. Six, 5, 4, right out to the side, 2, and 1, nice. We just worked our butt, we're gonna go straight into a glute stretch, my favorite of all time, pigeon. So you need to have one leg up in front of you and the other leg straight back behind you with your knee touching the ground, and then lean forwards over that front leg. Now, if you feel like you could handle more, you can repeat both set 2 and 3 one more time, and that will really get in for you. But we've worked our glutes, our inner thighs, our quads, our hamstrings, our calves. We've really gotten everything covered. Change sides, stretching out the other glute. So depending on where you're at with your lower body journey and maybe how heavy your weights were, you might feel like you've had enough. Otherwise, you can rewind, don't do the stretches, and repeat those exercises one more time. Or if you feel like you want to now get your upper body, you can go and find an upper body workout, or maybe some cardio to finish off. Bring those legs around in front. We'll do a quick little hamstring stretch, reaching forwards. See if you can get your head to your knees. Pulse it forwards. Nice stretch. Fantastic work. Hope you enjoyed this lower body workout and hope to see you again in the future.